So let's take a look at what's going on. Looks like some heart stuff that's going on, continuing to change. Let's start at the beginning. This is a 6, and this is the 6 of Wands. This is like exalted. You may be honored for your participation in a project. You may be getting a raise. You may be getting acknowledged for some efforts that you have done in the recent past. But this is usually a triumphant card. It's one where you're being appreciated and acknowledged. So that is right here in the basis. What crosses you is the 2 of Swords, and this is kind of a little bit overprotective card. It does look like you're protecting your heart. So I know most signs have gone through kind of an upheaval in their relationship, either building it stronger, letting it go, or opening up for a new relationship if you haven't been in a relationship for a while. This does look like you are protecting your heart. So you may have gone through some kind of breakup or heartache of some kind. It doesn't necessarily mean on the love or sex relationship. It could be losing a dear friend. They may have passed over, but it does look like you are protecting your heart. And you may not be ready for taking that next step into relationship, but it is right here. So it does look like a bit of a juxtaposition for you. So make sure and pull off that blindfold and look at things honestly, how they are. Change what you can. But it does look like you are creating either a new relationship, a change in your current one, or opening up your love space in some way. The sun is above here. This is new beginnings. It can be the Leo card as well, or one of the Leo cards as well. But this feels like you are starting something new. It does feel like you've been trundling for a bit, maybe biding your time till something came out. It may be looking for a new job, or it may be a new project, a new home, but this is new beginnings. So from whatever you're healing yourself and your heart from here, it does look like you're opening up a little bit more to be welcoming to some kind of new change or project. And for many of you, it may be looking at making your living and doing something different. This feels like it's a big shift in that you needed a big change, and that it is right there at the top here. So it looks like either you're manifesting it or have manifested it. The Queen of Cups is here. This can stand for a person. It's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and it does feel like it's along the line of the Lovers. So this may have been the person that you either released from a love position or are still entangled with, but it does feel like a person. This is a person, and it can be a male or a female. And of course, the cups are waters, and the cups are about visionary actions, psychic creations, and your creative endeavors. So it can also mean for putting more energy into your creative essence, whether it's music or art or writing, but it does look like there is a shift, and they focus more into the internal things that give you happiness. But it also can stand for a person. So this situation may have involved a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So part of this change may have been facilitated by this cup. But it does look like you are coming out of some of that either sadness or heartache or the change, just the shock of the change. So it's becoming a little bit more manageable for you, Aquarius. The Two of Cups is here. This is the soulmate card. It can be the love relationship card. So it does look like there's a bit of confusion. There's a bit of conflicting energy here, because there's exaltedness here, there's new beginnings, but there's also right here the 2 of Swords, which is kind of guarding your heart. And so you may have retreated into yourself a little bit and maybe not looking for a relationship or not looking to change your current one or to release the one that you're in. But it does look like it's coming up time again here. So don't be afraid to jump into a new love space. It does look like Spirit is bringing you new choices. And if you are in a dedicated love relationship, this can just mean, spending some extra time, extra energy on your partnership to make it where it's more balanced and more equal for both of you. The Lovers is here. This is the outcome, or the future card. The future card here. So it does look like you are healing some parts in your heart, whether it's to be in a relationship, create a better one than you have had in the past, or improving the current one you have. But it does look like you have learned a lot of things over the last couple of months about yourself and about the lover space. Both these cards kind of dictate that new love may be coming into your life. For those of you in committed relationships, it's kind of the spark of newness will return to your current love situation. So don't dismay, Aquarius. There are things in the heart to be dealt with on the positive, because it does look like you've kind of had a crushing blow over the last couple of months, maybe the last year, and things will be moving in the right direction. And this also can mean self-love if you've been going through a little bit of negativity towards yourself. So it does look like love is being focused on the heart and doing things in a little bit more positive, healthy way than in the past. All right. This is the 5 here, the beginning of the foundation of what all this is, but it does look like some of your fears have come into play here. I call this the old, broke, and alone card. This is when we're really focusing on our fears much, much more than the positive opportunities that are around us, and kind of looking at things in maybe a negative or fearful way. But it does look like with this heart love stuff that you were kind of walking out of that, but you may have hit some depression over the last couple of months, but it does feel like you are moving. These wands right here, you have a lot of wands here, which dictates some motion, dictates a little bit more motion to your ideas. But don't let your fears stand in the way of your greatness, Aquarius. They are just fears that we need to push through. But it looks like on the other side of here are all these great ideas and great creations. So don't give up before the miracle happens, and see if you can step out of some of that sadness and take a look at your blessings and your gifts. It will help facilitate this movement that looks like Spirit is dictating. You have the 2 right here, the 2 of Wands, as well as the 3. So there's a progression in either behavior, attitude, projects. So it does look like you are opening up. You're looking at the big picture of things, what you'd like the future to look like. The world is right here, and I'm feeling like travel may be in the cards for you in the future. It doesn't look like the near future. It could be the distant future. This legacy card is kind of this key is lighting up for me, so you may be either attending a family reunion, gathering for the December festivities, or actually getting in a plane and going to visit either family or friends in some distant land. But it does feel like it is a little bit more distant than local. So this could be your holiday plans. And it is right next to the love space, so you may have actually connected with somebody in the heart space at a distance as well, and maybe going to see them. So this does look like some travel. It does look like some healing, and that some motion is in order for these things to happen. The 3 of Wands is right here. That is kind of taking a look and surveying all of your options. It does kind of dictate waiting a bit for things to get a little clearer, although a little motion here is also dictated. So if there's a large decision to be made, made. Take a look at all your options. Take a look at what is being presented to you. And you may have to wait just a smidge longer for that final piece of the puzzle to come into play. But it looks like healing is happening for you and some growth. So you may be, recommitting to some spiritual connection for yourself. And it can be as easy as reading a spiritual how-to book, meditating, yoga class, going back to church, or just making a commitment to follow your passions if you do not follow the spiritual side of life. But it does look like you're taking into account all that growth that has kind of hit you upside the head. It does feel like a couple of months ago you did not have the choice, that it was kind of thrust upon you, but it was really time to move and to grow. And it does feel like whatever happened was kind of necessary to kick you in the tuchus to kind of move forward into your greatness, move forward into your life. The 10 of Pentacles is here. That is the culmination card. This can be the family card. It can be redoing your home, moving to a new home, but making your life easier and simple for you. So that is the 10. So it does look like all that hard work over the last couple of months, whether you've been mucking out your house or painting things or taking stuff to the dump or looking for a new house or planning on buying a new house. Something has shifted to the positive, and it's simplifying your life a little bit more. It looks like it was a bit complex emotionally for the last couple of months, but it's simplifying now, and you're finding a little bit more peace in your world. It also feels like you will be connecting with those you love over the holidays, and that brings you great joy and great peace as well. The 10 is on the other side, the 10 of Wands, and that is, carrying that big burden. And I know that Aquarius, sometimes this card comes up for you guys when you're overthinking a little bit, not knowing which way to go, so you're going to keep everything the same until something screams at you. I know this card says wait a little bit, but this card says put some stuff down too. So find your balance within the wait time, find your balance in the process, but it does look like you are at the tail end of releasing some things that really do not serve you anymore. It does look like that you have been revisiting some childhood, either traumas or upsets, and truly looking at them with compassion and understanding for yourself as well as your parents and those involved. So it's time to let those burdens go so you can truly grow and you can truly move into the next phase that is waiting for you, it looks like. The 3 is on the other side. That is finding some balance. This is also a pentacle. These are the physical signs, so it does feel like surrounded with these wands that a little motion is in order. You may have wandered back into a self-help group or therapy or getting more exalted information, but it doesn't look like you're in the lower levels anymore, not in survival anymore, that you're raising up your energy into the exalted upper chakras where we can create our wildest dreams. So it does look like things have taken a big shift for you, and you did have to maybe start over again, and things are getting a little clearer in that process for you, and it does look like you are finding your smile. But the 3 kind of dictates mind, body, and spirit balance, asking for spiritual help if you need it, possibly even therapy or counseling of some sort. And, for many of you, going to the gym is your therapy and your counseling. So whatever works for you to blow out kind of the residue of this leftover stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. All right, sweet Aquarius, that is your reading for the month of December. I'm going to throw a couple of these past life cards here. These are great Doreen Virtue cards, and there's like one word on them, and they kind of bring it on home. So spouse. All right. So maybe you're looking to create a spouse, release a spouse, or open to love again. And the other one is phobia. So yes, we have this card, and this card is the validation here. So be open and ready for whatever spirit brings you, whether that's improving your current relationship, opening your heart for a new one, resolving things in the old relationship. And also, don't let your fears and phobias dictate your choices. Push through those. Everyone has them. But if we, push through them a little bit, they're really a lot more minimal than we expect them to be. So some of those fears and phobias need to be put down. And if you do this process here of releasing, that will be a lot easier and a lot healthier for you to continue on in your journey.